What's up, guys? It's your girl, Dedicated Diva, and I am back with another virtual assisting basics module. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this, and let's get straight into it. Now, this is module number 4, and it's all about finances. I will have about 5 different things I go over, but I'm going to try my best not to go over 10 minutes. Now, I was going to make this course paid, but most of these things are things that you already know and you just haven't connected them, or sometimes people just need that nudge in the right direction. Now, I'm not going to go over the thing where I say this is what I do in my business and this is why you should do it, because all of us have different ways that we do everything. I have taken so many virtual assistant courses. When I was trying to get started, I have paid close to $10,000 for information that I already know, or information that should just be free to someone else. Now, I believe in time is money, but I'll let you guys do that with your clients the way I do it with mine. I'm going to be going over being self-employed, the Internal Revenue Service, having an employer identification number, registering a business, why do you need a contract, and opening up a business bank account. Now, that may seem like a lot, but I'm going to try not to talk too fast because my family get on me about that all the time. But I'm going to get basically straight to the point. Now, I know that this say virtual assisting, but if you're trying to get your business up off the ground, this is for any business. Being self-employed is something that a lot of people think that they will never be. They think that it's so hard to be their own boss because people have put all this hoopla around it. People have, put all these bells and whistles on here and made it look like you need all this money to get it started when you don't. Now, it's fine if you do have that money, because that means, you may have it a little bit easier, but I believe in, and I don't know if it's just because it's what I had to do, I believe in doing things the hard way. It's just the way that it's just the way that I am. And it's not per se do it the hard way. It's do it where you know every aspect of your business, whether it's virtual assisting or whether it's anything else. Do it where you know every last function of your own business, and you don't have to take these little fancy courses and all that. It's not that hard, guys. Now, whether you want to call yourself an entrepreneur, a freelancer, or an independent contractor, 9 times out of 10, you will be self-employed. There's no other way around it. Now, if you're working as a virtual assistant and you want that client to hire you, me, myself, now I know a lot will probably say different, but if you want your client to hire you on and you deal with their contract and all that, that's taking all the fun out of it, because then you're in their debt. You're on their time. With being self-employed and being a virtual assistant, things should be more on your side. Time should be on your side and hours. Now, if that's the route that you're going to go down in being self-employed, it's a few things that you should know. And there is a side note. You should go to the IRS website for any questions that you may have regarding taxes or the different business entities. That's would be your best bet. Now, if you're going to go to their website, it's irs.gov. Now, if you're thinking of moving forward with your business, you have to have a EIN number. A EIN number is also known as a federal tax identification number, and is used to identify a business entity. Now, when you are self-employed, there are so many benefits. Now, a few of those benefits are you get to have a flexible schedule. Why? Because you create your own schedule. You can pick your own clients. You can set your own pay rate in your own hours. This is one reason why I was so happy to be a virtual assistant, and I am to this day. I didn't expand any farther than myself. Now, sometimes I may have other people that help me, if the client is like so demanding, but most of the time I can deal with any workload that's thrown my way. I love being my own boss, setting my own hours, handing out my own contracts, basically. Now, when you have your business, there are a few things that you need to get started, and this is just something for everybody. You need to have your own computer or laptop. Some people, for some reason, think that you can start off your phone. You can't start off your phone. You have to have your own computer or laptop, or at least like a tablet, like an iPad or a Samsung Galaxy, something. It would be good if you had your own personal phone line, but if you don't, you can always get a Google Voice phone number. You have to have high-speed internet, and you have to have a smartphone and like a dedicated email, and Gmail is totally fine. Now, if you can get a printer and a scanner, that is much, much better, because instead of trying to write things down on paper, you can kind of just type them out and print them out whenever you need them. Now, those are just some of the few things that you need to get started when it comes to being self-employed. Now, when you're dealing with the Internal Revenue Service, and I'm not going to be on this for long, the Internal Revenue Service is basically the IRS. IRS.gov is a website, and it's basically your one-stop shop when it comes to looking for anything tax related, like I said before. They are full of phone numbers and numerous amounts of web pages and more to help you out with your business. I know some people say you have to have your own account and different things like that. The IRS is where you need to start originally. If you need to know anything about being self-employed, if you need to know anything about business entities, that's where you start. Now, I will open up a web page here on my website, divadedicated.com, for you guys to go, where you can see something about the different business entities and trademarking and different things of that sort. But the IRS.gov is where you want to start at first. Now, like I was saying before, you need to have an EIN number. A EIN number is a 9-digit number assigned by the IRS. It is used to identify the tax accounts of employers or certain others who have no employees. So whether you have employees or you don't, it's just a great ideal to have an EIN number. Just for instance, you know how you have a social security number. Your business need to have one too. Just look at it that way. Now, for tax filing purposes, it's good to have it. So instead of filing taxes, you put in your personal information, you file taxes up under that business. And just say, for instance, if you were to have any type of drawback off of anything, it wouldn't be on you per se, it would be on that business. So that's a really good reason to have a EIN number. So just say if the filings of something was wrong, or just something, you was supposed to file something and you didn't, eventually, it's on you, but it's also on that business, and it's up under that EIN number. Now, if you are a sole proprietor, you must have an EIN number too. Hire employees. Now, I know a lot of us like going the route where you are a sole proprietor, and it means that you're working by yourself and you have no one else working with you. But you have to have an EIN number if you're looking to hire someone else on with you. If you're looking for someone else to do the work with you, be your employee, you need to have an EIN number. Now, also, some banks require you to have an EIN number before they'll set you up a bank account for your business. So that's another good reason to have an EIN number. If you have one and you set up a bank account and it's a business bank account, all of it goes that way. So just say if a client want to say, well, they didn't do the work, and you know that you did the work that they were looking forward to you doing, that would be on the business. It wouldn't come out of your personal pocket. You see, it's so much different stuff that I'm thinking about going live. There are so many different things that I can talk to you guys about when it comes to the business aspects, of things that no one really tells you about. But having an EIN number is a lifesaver. It is also free to get an EIN number. I think your first one is free, and you're really with that one EIN number for a while unless and other things pop up. But I get into that in another video or either the next live that I'm doing. Now, the next thing that I want to go over is registering a business. Registering a business is different in every single state. Now, if you go to USA.gov, I have a link to this on my website. If you go to this, it will send you to your state government website. So you can go in and you see what you have to do to register your business, because your location and your business structure determines how you will need to register your business. For instance, like in Tennessee, I'm a sole proprietor. I don't have to pay for anything extra if I don't want to. I chose to, but if I didn't want to, I didn't have to. But it may be different in California, in Texas, in Illinois. It may be a lot different. For most small businesses, registering your business is as simple as registering your business name with your state and local governments. That's what I was telling you guys before. Most businesses don't need to register with the federal government to become a legal entity, other than simply filing to get basically your EIN. Now, if you want to trademark your business, brand, or product name, file with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Offices once you have formed your business. So you have to go in, you have to get your EIN, you have to look, basically, boom, this is who I am. And then you can go into the trademark and patents. If your business is a LLC, corporation, partnership, or non-profit corporation, you'll probably need to register with any state where you will conduct business activities. And that's another thing. Now, I won't go over any more of this that I have in this section, just because I'm getting back to it in another video. But let me show you guys where I am on this website. Now, where I am currently is, bam, there I go. I'm on my website. It is divadedicated.com. If you go to divadedicated.com and you hover over where it say Diva Dedicated Work at Home, hover over this, go down to virtual assisting, you see the module 3 means, click here where it say module 4 finances. This is where I am, where I'm reading over everything. Guys, I am gonna pack this section full of information for you guys, because I don't believe in it being around the bush just to get money from you guys. And if you guys want me to really do a live stream for you, I will do a live stream where I sit up and I just tell you my aspect of everything, because just like I told you guys, everything is not going to be the same. Now, if you want to know about your state government, once you click here, it'll take you straight here. I want you to find your state. And once you find your state, like I told you, I stay in Tennessee, and you press go, it's going to take you here. And so if you see here, I don't know why they have this up on the email, but my state government website is tn.gov. If I go into www.tn.gov, it's going to take me straight where I need to be, and it actually tells you about a little bit more down here. But if I go to tn.gov, it's going to take me where I need to go. Now, just say I want to go to Alabama since that was first. I just want to show you guys. Oh, this look different. I'm going to see where it takes me. But see, it takes you to alabama.gov. It takes me straight to where I need to know, where I need to go. Now, of course, I would have to look around this website to know where I need to go. But see here, like it say business, it say online business services, business tech services. This is where this button will take you guys. So again, if you guys go to divadedicated.com, you hover over, don't click it, hover over Dedicated Divas, work at home, hover over virtual assisting, and come down and click here where it say module number 4. Now I'm going to pick back up with you guys talking about contracts and then opening up a business. But I wanted you guys to see that, basically, to see where I house all of this information. Now it say, why do you need a contract? Contracts provide a description of responsibilities. It's like it binds the parties to their duties. So if you say you're going to do something on a contract, that's exactly what you have to do, or, you know, the other party can sue you. Contracts can establish a time frame for duties, secure payments, and provide recourse with relationships when the relationship may falter. So what I mean by that is, just say you had a great relationship with your client going into things, but over the time they may have got a little bit more demanding, or you may have changed due to some more things going on. With that contract in place, everything has to get done a certain specific way, or else you will be looking to be sued. So that's why contracts need to always get put into place. I remember I messed up on this, and I took a client telling me that, this and this had to be done, and they will pay me a certain amount. This was over the phone. This was before voice recordings and all that. I actually told the client, like, okay, that's a great amount to get. And when I was done, I turned the work in, and I had to almost fight them tooth to nail just to get my money. And in the end, they owed me like $2,200, and they only paid me $200. That taught me there that you always need a contract. Now, the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is opening up a bank account. Now, as soon as you start accepting or spending money as your own business, you should open up a business bank account. Now, I would say do this before. You should set you up a bank account for your business right when you're getting started. Right when you know you got that client hooked in, it's best to set up a bank account then, because you need somewhere for that money to go other than your personal account. So if anything was to happen, they won't say, well, this is the account I sent it to, and you have to worry about your own personal account getting taken out of, for whatever happens. Because I know there's a lot of people out here that likes to pay you a certain amount of money, and I've had this done to me a numerous time before, but it couldn't be done because I had already set up my business bank account. Now, if it was my personal bank account, I would have been so upset. You have a lot of people that will pay a certain amount of money and say, well, I didn't mean to pay this, or I didn't get the work that was supposed to be done. And with everything being done almost digitally, the bank didn't have anything to go by. So they just seen it as, okay, this person didn't get whatever they were supposed to be getting. And I could have got screwed if I didn't have a business bank account. So it's always important to have a business bank account. Now, of course, you have to set this up after you have already gotten your EIN number. You should get a bank account for your business for a reason. And this, like I said before, protection, professionalism, preparedness, and purchasing power. Now, Basically, protection is what I told you guys before. You have to have your business funds and your personal funds separate. To stay professional, customers will be able to, use their credit cards and make checks out to your business instead of paying it directly to you. So if your name is Samantha Williams, when they get ready to slide their card, they won't see Samantha Williams. They'll see whatever your business is. So for instance, like my YouTube is one of my businesses. Instead of them seeing my personal name, they will see Dedicated Diva. And that's look more professional than your actual name, because they'll be like, well, who the crap is this? Now, preparedness business banking usually comes with the option for a credit line for the company. Purchasing power. Credit card accounts can help your business make large setup purchases. So just say, for instance, you're in need of some, like a computer or something, and you got started, you can go in for a credit card and get what you need. Now, I know all of us can't do that. All of us obviously can't do that, but it's good to always have a business bank account. And like I showed you guys before on the website, you can find your state website by going to the website that I showed you guys before, or going to my own personal website that is divadedicated.com. Hover over Diva Dedicated YT. Go down to virtual assisting where it's a module for finances. And I will be back, guys, next week to talk to you guys about branding. So I will see you guys soon.